Hi, welcome to the quiz. You will be presented with multiple choice questions, each displayed on screen for a short time. Please make sure to attempt answering all the questions. Quizzes help us to reinforce our knowledge, identify areas where we need to focus more, and improve our overall performance. Taking quizzes can also help to increase retention and make the learning process more engaging and enjoyable. With that out of the way, you can answer along on quizalto.com. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What is the main advantage of deploying applications using AWS Wavelength compared to traditional cloud deployments? Better security. Lower cost. Reduced latency. Higher scalability. What technology does AWS Wavelength leverage to deliver low-latency applications? Edge computing. Cloud storage. Virtualization. Blockchain. What characteristic of AWS Wavelength enables it to deliver applications with minimal delay? Data centers. Edge locations. Availability zones. Regions. Which AWS service provides the infrastructure for deploying applications closer to end users in 5G networks? Amazon CloudWatch. Amazon Aurora. AWS Wavelength. Amazon SNS. Which AWS service provides infrastructure at the edge of the 5G network for ultra-low latency applications? Amazon RDS. Amazon S3. AWS Wavelength. Amazon Route 53. What AWS service enables developers to extend their applications to the edge of the 5G network without modifying their existing code? Amazon Route 53. AWS Wavelength. Amazon SQS. Amazon RDS. Which AWS service allows developers to extend their application to the edge of the 5G network? AWS IAM. AWS CloudTrail. AWS Wavelength. AWS CloudFormation. Which AWS service allows developers to deploy their applications to the edge of the 5G network without needing to modify their existing code? AWS Wavelength. Amazon DynamoDB. Amazon Elastic Beanstalk. Amazon S3. What is the main advantage of deploying applications using AWS Wavelength zones? Reduced latency. Enhanced security. Lower cost. Higher scalability. What is the primary advantage of deploying applications using AWS Wavelength? Enhanced security. Cost savings. Global scalability. Reduced latency. What is the primary purpose of AWS Wavelength? Centralizing AWS services. Expanding AWS services globally. Bringing AWS services to the edge of the 5G network. Providing AWS services for IoT devices. What is the primary goal of AWS Wavelength zones? Reducing latency for end users. Improving data analytics. Enhancing network security. Increasing storage capacity. What is the main reason for using AWS Wavelength zones for application deployment? Cost savings. Global availability. Reduced latency. Enhanced security. Which AWS offering provides infrastructure and services at the edge of the 5G network? Amazon ECS. AWS Wavelength. Amazon Aurora. Amazon VPC. What service provides AWS Wavelength? Amazon EC2. AWS Wavelength. Amazon S3. AWS Lambda. What is the primary benefit of deploying applications using AWS Wavelength zones? High availability. Low latency access to end users. Cost effectiveness. Scalability. Which AWS service provides a seamless integration with AWS Wavelength for deploying ultra-low latency applications? Amazon Elastic Lake. Amazon CloudFront. Amazon EBS. Amazon SES. What technology enables AWS Wavelength to deliver ultra-low latency applications for 5G devices? Edge computing. Grid computing. Quantum computing. Distributed computing. What is the primary use case for AWS Wavelength? Batch processing. High-performance computing. Ultra-low latency applications. Big data analytics. What is the primary focus of AWS Wavelength? Network security. Edge computing for 5G networks. Database management. Machine learning. What is the minimum latency target for applications deployed using AWS Wavelength? Seconds. Triple-digit milliseconds. Double-digit milliseconds. Single-digit milliseconds. What is the primary focus of AWS Wavelength? Database management. Network routing. Application development. Edge computing for 5G networks. What network technology does AWS Wavelength leverage to deliver ultra-low latency applications? Bluetooth, 5G, Wi-Fi, 4G. What technology does AWS Wavelength leverage to reduce latency for end users? Edge computing, cloud computing, fog computing, distributed computing. What is the key advantage of deploying applications using AWS Wavelength compared to traditional cloud deployments? Lower cost. More security features. Higher availability. Lower latency. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.